Alright. Hi, I'm Jeff and you're here. Beef. Now, sir. Are you okay? You okay? Before we get started, Black lives do have and will always matter. There'll be links in the description for you to check out. And just remember, it is our responsibility to protect Black women every single day. Period. Y'all. Anyway, we have a few maintenance things to talk about. But first, let me take out my food. Taco Bell. I'm pretty sure they ran out of the Taco Bell bags because it's getting school lunch. I forgot I got nacho fries. Nacho fries. Chicken chalupa between two sauces, Fire and Diablo. Argue with your mama, not me. Maintenance, then TBR. That's on the agenda for today. Let's go.
Wearing Buka jeans from Diesel, I'll never need you. This is a sequel. I'm Max Keeble. I'm representing for the Black people.
Alright, y'all. So thank y'all so much for rocking with me, supporting me, and just, you know, holding on to faith that maybe one day Jeff will post. Like, it's the scheduling. There's just, I don't know. In my mind, the scheduling works, but for some reason, I can never execute my plan, and it's just so much. And then I'm not reading as much as I want to because these slumps, baby, I feel like they're exacerbated because of the quarantine that was but wasn't, child. I don't know. My reading slumps have been like now, sir. Anyway, my reading slumps have just been really intense, and it's like not wrong, but they are at the same time. Why? Where's the motivation to pick up a book? But the motivation is coming back. I feel like I just read more during the second half of the year. Child, like, I even missed my 1 year anniversary on BookTube. Like, I just haven't been, which literally just passed next month. So again, that's why I'm saying thank y'all to y'all, because it's really been a year, period. Now, sir. Now, sir. Sir. So with that final announcement, there will be no more monthly TBRs. The TBRs are now going to be seasonal. I stole that from a page of Booked and Busy's book. Aaron, I love her, but anyway. Now that all the logistics are out the way, let's get into today's TBR. If y'all are paying attention, y'all know it's seasonal. And what season is finna come up? Fall. Let's fall into some good books this autumn.
Boy, if you don't get...
Yeah, so Spooptober is here. If y'all were here last year, y'all know Spooptober is what I call the fall season. September, October, November. So, yeah. Alright. For this Spooptober, so far, I have 17 books. But again, over 3 months, it's like 6 books a month. I'm about to tell y'all what the books are that I'm reading this month. And yes, there will be vlogs, like bi-weekly vlogs. Let's get into these books, child. Yes? Where are you? You can't. There's no room for you in there. Like, I'm visioning. WandaVision. I'm envisioning, you know, just reading these over a cup of hot cider or something. You know what I'm saying? Just a little side call. Side call. I have 11 physical books to talk about. The first one is Alex Michaelis's. Let me take this sticker off. Y'all already know how I feel about these damn stickers. This is Alex Michaelis. I said it right the first time. Alex Michaelis's. Yeah, The Silent Patient. Y'all already know I'm a little, I don't know if y'all, this is about Alicia Berenson. I was gonna say Berenstain, but that's the Bears. Alicia Berenson, she, you know, shoots her brother. She shoots her husband 5 times in the face one night when he returns home late from work. Tragic or domestic tragedy, it turns into mystery that captures the public's imagination. It's giving very much Lifetime Movie Network, which, you know, I love. Why are you in the closet? Okay, sir. She is at the Grove, a psychiatric unit in North London. So because of that, we have a good understanding of setting. And, you know, I don't know. Books set in London are a little iffy for me. I don't know. Depends on the topic. Moving on, child. So, psychotherapist Theo Faber, you know, of course, wants to be messy. He wants to work with her. And now they both finna go down on this path together to see what's up. This is giving me Good Me, Bad Me by, wow, I forgot her name. But I give that book a 4. And this book is giving me that book because of the whole psychiatric unit thing, and then the psychiatrist who wants to analyze the crazy girl and see what's up. Like, very, very similar. We love it here. Let's move on. Next we have Psycho by Robert Bloch. Now, one thing about me, all I need to see is a dark background, a vacant house, and an ominous sign, and I'm already on it. Period. Let's get into the back. This is the book that, okay, boom. This is the book that is inspired by Ed Gein, and Ed Gein is a really notorious and prolific serial killer, also known as the co-ed killer. He was the one who was going into the campuses and stuff and just murdering the women or whatever. I'm pretty sure that was him. But yes, this is the book that was inspired by that, and that later Alfred Hitchcock turned into a movie. So yes, Norman Bates loves his mother. She's been dead for 20 years. People think that, but you know, Norman's like, you know, mother dearest or whatever. He's lived with his mom above the hill, on the hill above the Bates Motel. One night, a beautiful woman checks into the hotel, and Norman, you know, starts on her, and while she's undressing, I should probably add that because that's creepy, that's suspicious, that's weird. And you know, mother's watching him, there to protect Norman from his filthy thoughts, there to protect him with her butcher knife. Child, I have not seen this movie. I'm not really a movie person, which is like, I don't know, it just isn't my ministry. I don't know, but yes, I love a good serial killer story. Not retelling, everything about this I love. And it's a short book. It's like it's only 175 pages, so this joint's gonna be a quick read, and I cannot wait to vlog while I'm reading that one. Moving on, child. Hello. So whilst editing, I realized that I never finished recording the haul. So, you know, we changed the fit. Y'all finna see this fit in the vlog quite a few times, okay? This is my lounging fit, okay? So, argue with your mama, not me. But let us continue with the Spooptober TBR. Yes? Okay. Next, we have The Year of the Witching by Alexis Henderson, okay? This is about... child, I should know. This is about Emmanuel Moore, okay? Now, she was born in a town called Bethel, And basically her whole existence is not inappropriate, is looked down upon because her mom had relations with a man outside of her race, right? So now she's born, and because she is proof of that, she's brought disgrace to the family, right? So because of that, Emmanuel is very much so by the book, stick to the rules, follow the yellow brick road, real straight with herself, trying to be, you know, a good citizen of her town and a good citizen of the Lord. Okay, now a mishap has her ending up in the Darkwood, which is the surrounding areas of Bethel. And in this place, it's rumored that that's where witches were, and that's where like the first prophet went and killed like 4 witches or whatever. And so now she's there, and of course she's scared because she was just this pious and righteous girl, like now around these witches. But now she meets this person who gives her a journal that her mama had, and she finds out that her mom actually lived in the woods with these witches. Because of this book that her mom wrote before she died, she learns the grim truths about the church and the history, and she realizes that the threat to Bethel is its own darkness, and you know, change must begin with her. So I'm very excited about this, and you know, let's move on. Next we have Nekesa Afia's Dead Girl, a Harlem Renaissance mystery. This book follows Louise Lloyd. The year is 1926. She gets kidnapped when she's younger, but now that she's older, she's just trying to maintain a normal life. She works at Maggie's Cafe during the day, and at night she works at the Zodiac, which is Harlem's hottest little speakeasy. And her friends, her girlfriend, they all know that she needs to deal with her past, but they also know not to tell Louise this, right? Fast forward, a dead girl pops up at the cafe. Well, not pops up, but a girl is found dead in front of the cafe. On top of that, 2 other local black girls have been murdered. Now there's an altercation with a police officer, and the police officer says, hey, you can either help us find this killer, or you know, we can take you to jail. So don't nobody want to go to jail, so now she has to go undercover and find this killer. There aren't many mystery books set in the Harlem Renaissance period, so I'm very, very, very excited to get to this. Okay, next we have Grady Hendrix's The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. Pull the lever, crunk.
Don't be tardy for the party. Come on, keep saying. Don't be tardy for the party.
This book's about Patricia Campbell. Her husband is a workaholic. She has teenage children who don't really want to spend time with their mama because they have their own lives and whatnot. Her mother-in-law needs constant care because she's crazy, and she's always a step behind on her to-do list. The only thing this lady has going for her is her little book club where they read books about true crime and they really bond. Okay, now Mr. James Harris walks into her life during the summer of 1993, and he makes her feel things, honey. Makes her feel like a woman, okay? But even though she likes that, she realizes that children on the other side of town start to go missing, and she wonders if Mr. James is connected. Is he a Brad Pitt, a Bundy, or something much worse? Child, I don't know, but we finna find out. Next, y'all already know what it is. It's the most wonderful time of the year because of Mr. Riley Sager. Okay, this is Lock Every Door. This is about Julie Larson. She gets a job as an apartment sitter at the Bartholomew, which is one of Manhattan's most famous and secretive buildings. Now at first she's like, okay girl, I'm gonna be living lavish, you know, it's just me, I'm living in this nice little abode, getting this like nice little check, you know, and she's just trying to live her best life, right? But now a fellow apartment sitter in the building goes missing. And so now Jules begins to suspect that there are dark forces at work behind Bartholomew's glamorous facade. Child, she soon realizes that the Bartholomew is more... She soon realizes that the Bartholomew is more dangerous than she thought and that escape may be impossible. Now, one thing about me, I love a Riley Sager book where he sets it in a house, okay? Period. Or in any type of vehicle or any type of confined place. It don't matter. All I know is that I'm very excited for this, and Riley Sager always gets me out of my slumps. So, boom. Next, then we have another Alex Michaelides. Is it Michaelides or Michaelides? This is Michaelides, right? Okay. This is The Maidens, and it is about, okay, so this is about Mariana Andros. She is a therapist at Cambridge University, where Edward Fosca is a professor, and she is adamant that this man is a murderer. There's this like secret organization of women called the Maidens, and Mariana's just like, this man is a little bit too nice to the women who are part of this Maidens thing, and then they start coming up dead, and so she's like, nah, he really got something to do with it. But because he's so charismatic and so like a people person, no one believes her, and she, you know, starts to sound crazier and crazier, and she literally has to try to convince everybody that this Edward man is a killer. This first woman was found, and she starts to sound crazy. Another woman is found, and even though he has an alibi, she's like, no, this Edward man did it. And so now she has to basically capture a killer that she already knows exists, even if that means dying herself. This is messy, period. Next we have another Riley Sager, of course. This is Survive the Night. This book is about Charlie and Josh. Now, Charlie, her best friend was killed by a serial killer on her campus, the campus killer, and Josh is on his way home to take care of his father, who just had a stroke, but he also won't let her put her stuff in the trunk. But that's neither here nor there. So now she finds out that he's also going to Ohio, so she's like, let me go with you, like, let's go together. Forgetting that she does not know who this man is and that there's a serial killer on the loose. She ain't got no money. She ain't got no cell phone because it's 1991. She ain't that many pay phones, you know what I'm saying? So now she's basically just in the car with a stranger, and as she's in there in the car, she's realizing that if the story is a sandwich, his part is like Swiss cheese, because it has way too many holes in it, okay? You know, she just has to survive the night because she's really taking this long trip from Jersey to Ohio with this man that she does not know. Now, I'm very excited for this because Riley Sager, let me not even cap, I already read this because, like I said, this part of the video was already, I thought it was already recorded. And so when I recorded it and then started reading my books, this is the first book and I read it already. And so now I'm just telling y'all like I didn't read it, but let me just tell y'all this book fully, period, 5 out of 5. Next we have 14 Ways to Die by Vincent Ralph. This book is about Jess. Now, when Jess was 7, her mother was murdered by the Magpie Man. He's killed 13 women. He's killed 13 victims, and he's currently looking for his 14th. Now Jess is 17, and she applies to appear on an internet reality show where basically all her life is exposed. Her text messages, her emails, her social media, all her private interactions can be seen by all the viewers. All I know is that is messy, child. And she uses this as an opportunity to remind the public that this Magpie Man is still alive and he's still like out here. And so she's basically just using herself as bait to find this killer. Now when the show starts airing, she becomes public property and her life is an open book waiting to be read. Pun. Then the anonymous text message start, and Jess realizes that the Magpie Man is watching her every move, and she's like, period, this is exactly what I wanted. It says here that Jess's story is about risking everything to uncover a killer before he can strike again, even if she might be his next victim. You know, because she's probably thinking like, it won't, if you kill me, it won't really count because you kill my mom. And since I'm of her flesh, you really killing one person twice. That's what I would be thinking that she was thinking. But let's just move on. Next we have Farida Abika Imidi's House Ace of Spades. I am so excited. This is probably one of my most anticipated reads of 2021. And it is about these two Nivea's private academy students, Devin and Chiamaka. They become a part of their year senior prefects. Life is perfect. They're living their best lives. And they are both in the running for valedictorian. It's giving black excellence. We love to see it. And now this hating ass trick Aces starts texting them saying that they're gonna expose them for their past and stuff, and they start getting blackmailed, and the threats become even more and more and more intense to the point of like their lives are even threatened. So now Devin and Chiamaka have to figure out what's really gooey and stop this person before he turns their lives upside down. I've heard nothing about nothing but good things about this book. I'm so excited to get to it, and I'm ready. Look at this, the black rep, the queer rep. I don't even know what else kind of rep in it, but y'all already know. Cover alone, this book will be repped up. Period. Next. And last in the physical books that I have Octavia Butler's Parable of the Sower, and this is about Lauren Olamina. She lives inside this gated community in California in the 2020s, and during this time there's global climate change, economic crisis, all of that leads to social chaos, and there's water shortage, vagabonds, all of that, right? And so she lives in a gated community, so everything that's going on, all of the bad social things aren't happening directly to her, they're happening around her. But unfortunately, Lauren suffers from hyper empathy, so for her it's a debilitating sensitivity to others' emotions. I've started this, and there's this one part early in the beginning where she's like talking about walking outside of her gated community, and she was saying how like her brother pretended to cut himself and make himself bleed, and she really started bleeding. Like, that's how intense her hyper empathy is, and it's kind of like a superpower because she must make her voice heard in order to protect her loved ones from the imminent disasters. And these disasters her community ignores because, like I said, they're not directly affecting them. But what first begins as a fight for survival soon leads to something much more, the birth of a new faith and a startling vision of human destiny. I'm so excited for this. I'm trying to get to this so I can get to the second one, Parable of the Talents. Like I said, I'm reading this right now. I'll probably be talking about it in a vlog soon. And yeah, there will be a second part of the TBR later this month or early next month, because like I said earlier, this will be over the course of 3 months, and I definitely still have like 3 or 4 more books coming, and so when they come I will definitely show y'all what those are. With that's all I have for you for today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I have to go because I have more books to read, but I will see you seeing me in the next one. Bye.